Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another video. This time, Adventure Charmers. Now, I've been working on a bunch of decks lately. Um, been busy with, fine tuning which decks are working for me. Adventure Charmers has a lot of potential. Um, I really want to get into my Pendulum Magician showcase, but that's going to be in the future. As you can see, I got a few more things cooking up. But let's get into Adventure Charmers. So, a bit too many cards, right? I squeezed a lot into this deck. I should probably cut a few of these cards, but this deck just works, man. Like, even at 45 cards, maybe you cut like a Trismegistus or like a Magician's Right Hand. Even though all of these cards are useful, I also threw in a Valence card because I'm crazy. So there you go. Alright, so the basic deck profile, right? So you got Adventure Engine, you have the Charmers, and you have Sky Striker cards. That's basically it, with a few other tech choices. And the extra deck is just filled with like everything that you would need to even Borload Savage to beat the opponent. So Borload Savage is a tech because I am able to bring in Zora the Magistus because he's a level 4 tuner. Doesn't always work, but when it works, it's really fun. So let's go through the cards. So we got my 4 hand traps here. I also have an Imperm over here, so 5 hand traps. Not bad. As I said, I run going second, so it could be better. And now that I'm reading this again, if you control the special summon card, you can target. If this card, Pendulum effect. During your main phase, you can special summon this card to your main monster zone. Also, you cannot special summon non-valence monsters for the rest of this turn, except from the extra deck. So I included this card, but I'm seeing more and more that this may not be a great pick. Even though, you don't really special summon in a Charmers deck, right? Besides like Floridus, Iris Sword Soul. But yeah, this does lock you out, so I will take this out. So there you go, one card down, so 44 now. Okay, getting back into it. I apologize. So we got 1 Water Enchantress, 1 Witch of the Black Forest. This helps you make a lot of plays in extension, because basically you could either go pick up Golem, which is probably the MVP, or anything really that has less than 1500 defense, which is like Ecclesia, Zora, but you want to go for special summons, right? So that's Ecclesia or Golem. If you think that they'll not understand what Golem does, which I've showcased a few times what Golem does. So there's that. There's the Charmer cards. So I'm only running Earth, Water, Wind, and Dark because I have the other elements covered through my other cards. So I just didn't want to run too many Charmers, but because you can just normal summon them. Besides like the trap cards, you can't really do much with like 6+ Charmers. So Inari Fire and Gigabytes are just free special summons if you have a spellcaster. Zora is for Borload Savage. Incredible Ecclesia is also a tuner, but I'm always going to use Ecclesia to bring out Iris, because Iris is just a beast. Wandering Griffin Rider, part of the adventure engine. Got my turtles, Golem, Fleur-de-Lis, Iris, my Nibiru. I always run Nibiru. I always run Harpy's Feathers Duster. I got my 2 Engage, part of the Sky Striker package. 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Pot of Prosperity for consistency. It does come up. Right at Atmosphere, I guess you could run 2, but you know, where are you gonna have the space for that? You know, I don't have the space for it. A Draco back for the card returning to the hand. Magician's Right Hand. I just put this in recently. It's like hit or miss. You know, if you control a spellcaster, you can negate the opponent's first effect of a spell card. Awakening of the Possessed. I wish I could run 2 of these. So strong. I threw this in recently. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 level 4 spellcaster from your hand. So it's like an easy, like rank 4. You know. I run Redoer, but you could run something better, like Noguska or something. Fateful Adventure is Adventure Engine. You should probably run 2 Call by the Graves. I got a Hornet Drones, which is essential to the OTK. Widow Anchor, I wish I could run 2. Droplets, Spirit Charmers. I honestly hate this card because this is like super ash bait. So it's hard for this to resolve. But when it does, you can get your you get the party started, you know? This is a hand trap. Got the Possessed Partnerships and Unpossessed, which, you know, no one really understands what these do, but it gives you some advantage, right? So extra deck, we already talked about Warlord Savage, Redoer, Kagari, and Hayate make up the Sky Striker package. If you don't understand what the Sky Striker package, I recommend you check the Charmers Discord. Basically, Kagari recycles Hornet Drones. Where is it? Hornet Drones. Then you're able to go into a Link 2, and then, you know, either you steal one of their monsters, or you can, you know, from there you can go into Zelene, you can go into Access Code. You know, it just depends on what's available to you, and then you can just go from there. So these are all those Spirit Charmer links, Selene, Abalusa, Access Code, and Underworld Goddess. So this is, so if I wanted to make this better, as I said, try and squeeze in another Widow Anchor. Probably replace this with another Awakening of the Possessed. Maybe trade a DD Crow for another Ash. Maybe another Imperm. Like, you know, just. But then you're like at 46 to 47 cards. Like, you can't really cut much else out of this deck. So, the Adventure Engine makes it really beefy card count wise, but it is a super strong, like this, you know, it makes Charmers competitive, which is amazing. It's fun, right? So let me show you some replays. Okay, so decent hand here, as you can see. Got Sky Striker Engine, Adventure Engine, and we got monsters to summon. So, you know, I don't even think this is the best hand, but this is a really, really good hand. So as you can see, you know, Charmers can compete with the striker engine and the adventure engine. You know. So let's see what happens. So they don't interfere with this. So I dumped the Zora, but let's see what I'm able to do, right? Because Adventure Engine requires a discard. So I just set this up, and I set my Forbidden Droplets. This guy is running Transdestia. I'm able to negate his polymerization, but of course. Oh no, wait, he's running Predaplant, Brandon. Yeah, I remember this guy. So I negate his, but he's still able to put. All right, let's. Alright, I apologize. I wasn't quick to the draw. So I made area because I had Enchantress and Gigabyte. Was able to special summon. Then I used those plus the token to make Celine, right? Celine brings back Zora. Going to access code. Why wouldn't I go into access code? So that's the striker combo right there. You make Kagari and you bring back your Hornet drones, right? And then I ran Rite Messier for a token for even more damage. Is this lethal? 2, 4. Damn, it's just. There we go. That's game. So that is Adventure Charmers. The potential of this deck is, I feel, really high. I mean, I've only made, my ranking right now is only silver 1, but I make it into low gold, sometimes mid gold, like gold 3, gold 2. I feel like the potential of this deck is really like platinum. Like, I'm just gonna throw out there like mid platinum. I don't know. I haven't been there. But as you can see, Charmers can OTK now. With all 3 engines going, it's pretty competitive. Is it as strong as these other like rogue tiered decks? I don't think so. But you can't underestimate this deck. Like you got Striker for card advantage and like just free bodies. You have Adventure Engine for a monster negate and free bodies. Then you got the Charmer package, which just does very little, but it does enough. So there you go. There's Adventure Charmers, and I will be sharing my other deck lists with you in the future. Just trying to get everything together, but I will see you in the next one. Take care.